for joining us this beautiful morning. It's a rather sunny yet chilly morning here at the NYAYO National Stadium. Thank you for joining us for this particular match featuring Equity Bank and GSU Kenya. I am your presenter, Florence Bosire, commentating on behalf of Trailblazers Volleyball Club. Thank you for being with us today. We expect a very interesting match today, with both teams being contenders in their own right. We witnessed yesterday a match between GSU Kenya and AP Kenya. Very interesting. It was a 5-setter, and luckily GSU ended up winning that particular match. Also, a very interesting match between the same team against Equity on Friday. So yeah, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm alone today. My colleague Yegon could not be with us, but he sends his regards and his love. Thank you for being with us. Karibuni sana.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, oh. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, oh. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move for it, what you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move for it, what you gonna be?
Wacha wakae wote, nitawatoa wote. Wacha tu wakae kwanza, nitawatoa. Ati? Kiasi tutawatoa. Pata. Asikae hapo. Madam. Mtu asikae.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this the start of this match between Equity and GSU. We expect a very, very interesting competition right here at the NYAYO National Stadium. Thank you for making time. I hope your Sunday morning is going well. After those of us who went to church, I hope you prayed for us. And yeah, like we always say, volleyball, keep the ball flying. Equity is fielding a rather interesting team with the regulars ensuring to be on court, probably considering the heat that is expected in this match and the players that are the GSU volleyball team. Well, GSU start off on the wrong footing with Equity having the first point, I beg your pardon. Service for Equity. Mugo serves it. It's over received. Well set. It's still in play. Simply received. Mugo sets it. It's a point. Another point for Equity, starting on a high note today. There we have it, a 10 ball, center ball that really went straight to the ground. Another service for Mugo. Easily received. Matthias sets it. Seems to be a point. Shadrach is at the service for GSU after registering the first point. Easily received. Mugo sets it. It's a quick ball, but it's outside. It's outside. Another point for GSU as they equalize. Matthias trying to insist on the need to put that ball on court. Tarus trying to gear the players on. Another service by Shadrach. Well received. Boniface seems to have a problem receiving that attack. A service coming from Elisha. It's a jump float. Ball is still in play. Very powerful attack. Very, very powerful attack from Equity's player Vitalis. Seemingly making it difficult for Boniface to pick it. Easily received. Matthias sets it. It's out. Unfortunately, it goes out. Another point for Equity, who seem to be broadening this gap 5-2 as it stands. Ball seems to have gone out of the court of play. Elisha trying to psych up the teammates. This is one match that has a lot of tension, has a lot of adrenaline. We witnessed yesterday a case of GSU having a problem with their backcourt defense that almost cost them the match. Good attack right there. A service for GSU, Joshua serving. Easily received. Mugo sets it to the 8th position, and it's an instant point. Very good set by Mugo of Equity. He made sure to split those blocks well in time. Wilson. Well, there's a touch out right there. Matthias trying to explain to Matui the importance of serving the ball on court. They had a lot of service errors yesterday in their match against AP Kenya. A good service Well received. Mugo sets it. Very wonderful pick on the rebound. Still in play. And it's a point. It's an instant point. Very beautiful attack right there. Well served by Matui, still in play. Mugo sets it. Short ball that seemingly went out. It's blocked out, probably because of the power that is behind that attack. It went right out of court, gaining another point for Equity, who still stands at 7-5. Well set again. Wonderful pick, and he tries to attack it. It's still in play. Well defended by Matui. Bonifatri, they block him. A three-man formation in the blocks that proves to be successful against Bonifatri, who was very instrumental in the win for GSU yesterday. Probably they know that he could be lethal if left untamed. Serves it on the net. Quite unfortunate. Wonderful serve. And he corrects it and converts that set into a point, an instant point, despite the difficulty at the setting position and the error in receiving that ball. It's a service from Vitalis Wekesa. Easily received by Matui. Matthias sets it. It's still in play. Ball still in play. It's out. He hits it outside, much to the disbelief of the setter. He did struggle to set that ball. Unfortunately, that happened. An instant point for GSU Kenya. Matthias at the service court. Well served, well received, well set. Good backward defense by the libero, GSU Kenya, and the two-man block of Misiko and his colleague right there proved to be solid and earning GSU a point. Another service coming from Matthias. Well, he fails to block it, much to his disappointment. And it's a service that is easily. Unfortunately, there was no help. There was no help from GSU. Seems to be some confusion there, right there, on who was meant to set that ball. Probably Matthias expecting the libero to make the set. Unfortunately, he did not. Equity leading by 2 points. Again, an instant block. An instant block from Equity's Wilson Cheriot. Very careful right there, because some setters can be witty and decide to block that ball. Abraham Lagat still serving for Equity as they maintain the 3-point lead. Well received. Matthias sets it. It's an instant kill. An instant kill by Joshua Kimaru of the General Service Unit, Bonifatory at the service area. Very, very powerful attack from Siret. They did not see that coming. They definitely did not see that coming. Easily served. The libero picks it up, though not too high. Unfortunately, again, a repetition of the same mistake. The ball is still in play. Again, Siret attacks it straight into the hands of liberos Shadrach Misiko, whose combination with his colleague Joshua Kimaru proves to be futile. Equity maintaining a comfortable lead of 4 points ahead. GSU's coach deciding to take a timeout. We're seeing Tonje there, very agitated, probably telling the boys to pull up their socks. Also realizing that the team Equity is lethal when it comes to staying in the lead. Very important for them to stay ahead, to cover the points that they're trailing with and actually stay ahead. Matthias trying to tell Matui to make some form of difference because the desperation is slowly crawling in. Service for Team Equity. And easily received by Matui. Very wonderful attack. Very wonderful attack by Joshua Kimaru, who earns GSU 1 more point. Frustration. Oh, it seems to have gone out of play. The ball went out of play. Another service. Well attacked by Matui. Reducing the score margin by at least a point. Very wonderful setting there by Matthias, splitting the blocks, leaving Wilson Cheriot hanging in the air. While the fans of GSU Kenya are trying as much as they can to try and give the players some psych, much needed psych. A point for GSU Kenya. Still serving. Shadrach Misiko still serving. Will they bridge that gap? We wait to see. Well served. Again, a very simple point. And there by Equity's player Elisha Siret. Elisha at the service. Well received by Matui. Again, it's attacked out of court. A very good attempt by Joshua Kimaru. Unfortunately, it's too far off the hands of the blockers. Oh, there was a touch. There was a touch on that ball. Well served. Unfortunately, the efforts of the libero Andrew Wafula seem to have been futile. Service goes to Equity, still leading at 17-13. That 4-point mark seems to be a problem. Matthias sets it at the center and earns him an instant point. Very wonderful attack. We've seen a change. Matui goes out in place of Kipchumba, who replaces him and goes straight to the service area. Well served by Kipchumba, well received. Mugo sets it. Simple dodge that goes out of court, trying to brush it off the hands of Bonifatri, who is smart enough to get his hands out of the way. Kipchumba serves it once again. GSU seems to have broadened the margin to just 2 points. Mugo sets it. Center position, good covering by Matthias. The ball is still in play. Again, well picked by the libero. Will it be a kill? It's still in play. Good backcourt defense coming from Joshua Kimaru. Unfortunately, they lose that point. Service goes to Equities. Abraham Kemboy. Abraham at the service area. Well served, well received by Andrew. Simple dodge and GSU a point. Dominic Ruto with the simple dodge. Unfortunately, there seems to have been a problem with that point. But the challenge going to the net touch. Apparently, the player Kimaru touched the net, trying to explain to the referee at what point of impact was the net touched, probably trying to argue that the ball had already touched the ground by the time he touched the net. But we wait to see the decision, final decision of the referee, and he rolls it in favor. We wait for the final decision in favor of Equity. It's a point for Equity, still leading at 18-16. Abraham still serving. Well received by Kipchumba, well set. Matthias Bonifatri attacks it. Mugo sets it. Another quick point by the player, jersey number 9, Elisha Siret. Well, it seems to be a point for GSU Kenya. Seems to have stepped on the attack line. He is a backcourt player. He cannot step on the attack line. A very quick point by, again, Shadrach Misiko. Again, we're back to the 2-point margin. Equity is still maintaining the lead. You can't quite tell who's going to take this set because both teams seem to have a lot of experience on court. Well served, well received. Simple dodge, and it's a block outside. The regret on the face of Matthias. Unfortunately, they lose that point. Goes to Equity Bank. Vitalis serving. He serves it off court. Equity having stepped onto the 20-point mark, looking for just 5 points to get this first set of this match. Easily picked by Andrew. Again, well placed, very well placed. Simple tap of that ball has earned GSU Kenya a point. Well, another timeout for Equity. That margin having been bridged to just a point ahead. And GSU are known to be calm and collected and tactical in how they execute their way of play. Probably the coach, Sami Kirongo, coach Equity Bank, seemingly worried about that and the possibility that GSU may just catch up and overtake them and ultimately take this first set. The first set stands to be some form of a pace setter for the way a team will play. Again, simple attack, very simple attack at the center position by Abraham Lagat. That sends the ball off the hands of Misiko, gaining a point by Equity. Easily picked by Chumba, well attacked. Very, very well attacked by Joshua Kimaru, who's been instrumental on that particular position in gaining a majority of the points. Bonifatri at the service for GSU Kenya. Easily served and easily picked equally by Equity. A very, very strong attack that seems to be out of court. There's a challenge. Trying to challenge and probably arguing that there was a touch. Was there a touch? We wait to see. Well, from the replay, there seems not to be a touch by Joshua Kimaru, but again, he challenges the result of that point. And as GSU equalizes the points at 21-21, was there a touch? There doesn't seem to be a touch. Matthias dodging that ball, literally dodging it. There's a consultation from the coach, from the referee, and it's a point. He maintains that it is a point by GSU. There was no touch out. Bonifatri still at the service area. Serves it on the net. A very, very crucial point, that one. Handing back the lead to Equity with the service going to Kennedy Mugo, the setter Equity Bank that is given the responsibility of steering the team to victory. And very, very tactical setter Mugo serves it, well received by Andrew. Powerful attack. Elisha tries to salvage the situation. Unfortunately, the attack was too powerful and it's sent off his hands outside the court. Impossible to save by Joshua Kimaru. Misiko at the service area simply serves it. He did not wait for the referee's signal to serve that ball. And there's a change. There's a change that brings in the player Nicholas Lagat for the service. Nicholas Lagat is also a setter, so we have two setters on court for the GSU side. Kipchumba very quick in that attack, earning an instant point. The scores stand at GSU 23, Equity 22. Very, very, very crucial point right there. And Sami Kirongo, coach Equity, decides to call a timeout. The worst has happened. GSU did catch up and actually took over the scores. They're leading by a point, looking to get just 2 points and call it a set. Equity trying to catch up and make sure that they stop them from doing that. We have the GSU fans all cheered up and geared up, psyching the team, ensuring that they do not lose any set. They do not lose this match. It's upon the players to now make sure that that does not happen. Service by Lagat. Very simple service. Again, it's a simple dodge. Well picked by Matthias. Bonifetri again. He picks it. Simple dodge. Still in play, still in play. Well picked by Bonifetri. Again, it's still in play. Again, there seems to be a net touch, according to the referee. Very crucial point. Was there a net touch? Actually, he seems to indicate that the middle line was crossed. GSU seems to have crossed the line and stepped onto the opponent's court. A lot of fumbling on that rally. 23-23, Kipchumba picks it. Well defended. And for still in play. Very wonderful performance by Equity. Nobody saw that coming. Nobody saw that coming. There's another challenge in the nature of that point. Seems to have gone to GSU Kenya. Seems to have been a confusion between the two referees, with one indicating that there was an error in judgment. Nonetheless, good backward defense by Okombo. Solid on the back court. Seems to have been a common ball. Well set by Matthias. Well attacked. Very, very well attacked by Joshua Kimaru. And it's 24 for GSU and Equity standing at 23. Should they take this point, we move to finish this set at 26, and they take it. It's 24-24, increasing the margin of the finish line to 26. The first team to get to 26 automatically takes this set. Very heated first set right here, as it was anticipated. Very crucial serve. There's a need to make sure that ball goes across the net and on court. In the GSU side, Kipchumba receives it. It is upon him again. He hits on the antenna. Equity takes the lead once again, 25-24, warranting a timeout call by the coach Tarus, GSU Kenya. There's a challenge, and probably trying to talk to the setter, making him understand the need to distribute the balls to people who will assure the team point. It's very, very crucial right now. Equity serving, Equity leading, GSU on the receiving and the advantage. Should they receive that ball on target, set it well and attack it well, they stand a chance to equalize. The points getting to 25-25. Well, Equity's Wilson Cheriot at the service. He doubles up as the captain of the side. Well received, well attacked. It's a point, it's a point. GSU equalize, 25-25. The finish line moving to 27. Kipchumba going to serve. Kipchumba going to the service area. Joshua Kimaru back on court after the rotation. There's a substitution happening. Matthias coming out. And the captain, Emmanuel Kogo, coming in place of Matthias, leaving Lagat as the setter. Initially, there were two setters on court, probably beefing up the attack line. 3 attackers in front and the block defense. Well served by Kipchumba. Mugo sets it. A simple ball. Will GSU capitalize on this? Bonifetri proving to be unstoppable. Once again, his experience, rich experience, coming into play. The coach, Equity, is not a happy man. This was Equity set to take. The fans excited. Some worried faces on the Equity's side. Well served by Kipchumba once again. Well set by, again, hits it outside. And General Service Unit takes the first set of this particular match. Very, very exciting, considering Equity had the better part of this match. From the start, they had been leading 3 points ahead. Very, very disappointing for the side. They still have a chance to come back. The game is still young, very, very young. Ladies and gentlemen, there is another match that is still going on. The match between AP Kenya and KDF is well heated, with KDF leading with 2 sets against 1 of AP. We have the match statistics, with Equity Bank losing the set to GSU 27-25. The attacks, we have GSU having 15 and Equity Bank 13. Block, we have 2 for Equity and 1 for GSU. Service, we have 1 for Equity and none for GSU. And the opponent's error stand at 9 for Equity and 11 for GSU. Clearly, Equity had a lot of errors that eventually cost them this set. They will go back, discuss on the mistakes, and hopefully bring up a better side, a much more refined side. And again, the competition has just begun with the margins of those scores at the final. At the final scores, we can tell easily that both teams are at par. Just simple mistakes that can prove costly. Mistakes like services, mistakes like touching the net, reception problems that have cost them the first set. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going for a brief commercial break. We'll be back with the second set of the match between Equity and GSU. Do not leave. And we're back with the second set of the match between Equity and GSU Kenya. We see that Equity has taken the first point and GSU has just equalized right about now. Service goes to Misiko Shadrach. And they're looking to maintain the lead and probably take this game the clean slate of 3-0. Mugo set. The ball is still in play. Set 2. Abraham Kimboy, who earns him an instant point. Getting it in the hands. Well served. Very quick attack right there by Dominic Ruto. Wants him another quick point. The center position being instrumental. Good service. It's a block out. Hit off the hands of Matthias. Service for Equities. Wilson Cheriot. It's a float serve. Well received by Matui. Again, the center position. And them an instant point. Dominic Ruto proving to be unstoppable. Despite the attempt of Abraham Lagat, unfortunately, he cannot tame him. Service for General Service Unit. Matui serves it. Well received. Very strong attack by Abraham Kimboy, earning a point for Equity Bank. Service by Abraham. Well received. Well hit. Very powerful hit by Joshua Kimaru. That goes off the blocks of Equity Bank. Simple serve. Well received. Again. Good block formation Very wonderful block formation. A combination of Beneficiary and Kimaru. Again, the ball is served on the net. Such errors have proved to be a bit costly during the previous set. The scores stand at 5-5, Equity and GSU. As Vitalis Wekesa serves the ball off court, giving it out to General Service Unit. Ball is still in play. Well set. Mugo sets it. 3-block formation doesn't prove to be effective in stopping the powerful attacks of Vitalis Wekesa, as Abraham Lagat goes to serve for Equity. Well received. And the rebound picked by Misiko. Mugo sets it. Simple spin picked by Andrew. And a kill. An instant kill by General Service Unit. Jersey number 4, Joshua Kimaru. Boniface goes to serve. A very closely knit set with just a point difference from the start. GSU serves well received by the libero, Beethoven Okombo. Unfortunately, translated into a point for GSU Kenya, changing the score margin to be 2 points ahead. Mugo sets it again. The ball is still in play. Very well attacked. He hits it. Simple hit on the block. Solid blocks the hands of Matui. There's a change for Equity with jersey number 9 going out. Elisha Siret being replaced by one Philip Ndungo. Boniface serving well received. A very big rebound there that Equity failed to receive. Scores margin still broadening into 4 points ahead in favor of GSU, standing at 10-6. And the much needed timeout by Equity's coach Sami Kirongo, trying to talk to the players and make them understand the need to pick up and pull up their socks and basically make them understand the need to play better. Well, KDF and AP Kenya's match is still going. The just concluded set ended at 28-26 in favor of AP Kenya. AP Kenya proving to be a thorn in the flesh of the bigwigs in this particular leg of the league, giving trouble for the other teams, making it obvious that it's not easy to play them. Well received. Mugo sets it. Ball did not go across the net. Another point for GSU Kenya, making it 11-6. Seems to be a disconnect in Equity's camp. Another service by Boniface. Well received. It's blocked. off the court by Misiko, I beg your pardon. Mugo trying to talk to his players and making them realize the need to make corrections in the errors that are obvious and repetitive in this match. Well received by Andrew. Very quick attack by Misiko that earns GSU another point, maintaining a 5-point lead. Misiko goes to serve, trying to find the best position to serve the ball. Simple serve, well received, unfortunately by Ndungu. Very simple block by GSU's Dominic Ruto, right at the center position. Another service by GSU's Shadrach. Misiko, well picked by Equity. Again, a problem with the set right there. Ball is still in play. Simple ball. And it's out. It is out. It is out despite the fight and the struggle to keep it in play. The ball is hit out of court. A change again. Siret comes back in place of Ndungu. That first change doesn't seem to have borne any fruit. Probably a lot of nerves coming out of the bench area. Misiko serves it. Well received. Ndungu sets it. Perfect combination. But again, the ball is off court. We're seeing some Equity players warming up. Misiko serving. Well picked. Ndungu sets it. Hits it off the hands of Dominic Ruto, who attempts in salvaging the situation after not anticipating that set. There seems to be several changes looming for Equity. Equity's Wilson Cheriot getting off court, replaced by Cecil Wekesa. Another change. Mugo goes off court and is replaced by Felix Otieno. Desperate attempt by the coach Equity to salvage the set that GSU seems to be running away with, having a very comfortable lead of 7 points. Very difficult to make a comeback from, considering it's the general service unit, the defending champions of the general service unit, who are the defending champions of the National League, Kenya Volleyball Federation. Well, a service by Equity. Good defense by Equity's Nobestas. Kipkoske. Equity's Elisha Siret, I beg your pardon. Again, an error in reception. Simple ball given to GSU. Matthias trusts Bonifetri with it. Powerful attacks of Bonifetri proving to be impossible to tame by the blocking line of Equity's Cecil Wekesa. Another serve. Well blocked once again. Matthias getting it this time round. The margins growing to 18. 8, a 10-point lead for GSU. Very convincing lead. And he serves it off court. William Kamau serves it off court. Simple serve again. Seems to be some consultation done by the referees just before a substitution is made in the side of Equity. Siret giving way. And probably taking a rest. A very powerful attack right there by GSU's Joshua Kimaru, I beg your pardon. A service by Matui, and it's hit off the blocks of Boniface Mukeke of General Service Unit. Again, Equity trying to catch up to General Service Unit. It is possible for them to get to where they are should they decide to do it. Boniface, very, very quick attack right there. Very fast in his attack. Ensuring that GSU hit the 20-point mark. The setter, Matthias, splitting those blocks and ensuring that Boniface attacks with just one pair of hands in the air. Simply placed. Simple attack. Again, he hits it on the net. GSU 21, Equity 11. Back to the 10-point lead service for GSU's Dominic Ruto serves it. Again, Matthias fails to block that ball, earning us a point to Equity. With Vitalis Wekesa going to serve. Will they catch up? We wait and see. Another attack by Equity, by General Service Unit right. On to the chest of one Wilson Cheriot. Basil Orenga defending for Equity. Ball is still in play. Still in play. Both teams making sure that the ball doesn't touch the ground on their side of the court. Boniface, and a simple tap of the ball, making it impossible for Equity to defend it. That over-received ball instantly attacked by Misiko, sending GSU to 23-12. Matthias at the service area. Easily picked by Equity. Vitalis well set and earning an instant point from the center position. Nobestas Kipkosgei giving Equity that point. Still the 10-point margin to will be difficult to make a comeback from this. Very possible, but difficult. GSU are known to have good coordination, good teamwork, perfect execution in their way of play. Very experienced players on court. The best Skip Kosgei serves the ball. Powerful attack by Matui, getting General Service Unit to the match point. Mark, just a point to call it a set. Probably planning to take this game with a clean sheet. 3 points in the pocket. Again, we are yet to see that because teams come back from behind. Well attacked, well blocked. Again, another block. Solid blocks by Equity, and it's over. Equity take the set 25-13. A very huge margin, very decisive win against the General, against the Equity side, much to the disappointment of the coach. But it did happen. The coach desperate to make a comeback. A very surprising result considering the end of the first set that was 27-25. They put up a fight. They seem not to have put up the fight in this particular set. They let it go. A lot of problems in the coordination that we're going to later on see in the statistics results. Well, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. Thank you for watching us from whatever part of the country and the world you're tuned in from. Well, we have the match statistics on our screens with GSU taking the second set. Once again, 25-13, and the attack points, we're having 12 for GSU and 9 for Equity Bank. Blocks, we are having GSU at 5 and Equity at 0. Very solid blocks from GSU in this set. Service, we're having 1 for Equity against 0 for GSU, and opponent's error, GSU having minimum errors at 3, and Equity Bank giving GSU 8 points as a result of the errors they made during play. Well, from the look of things, things are already heated up on the other side of the arena, where KDF is facing it off with AP Kenya. AP Kenya having taken a set at 28-26. That was set 3. Set 4 is still underway with Kenya Defense Forces leading at 21-16 of AP Kenya. Seems to be really, really tight-knit out there. Well, thank you for joining us, looking at your comments and sentiments on our YouTube page. We are saying, Hillary is saying back to the field again. Thank you, Trailblazers, Karibu Sana, and thank you for tuning in. We are having, thank you for bringing it live from Mutunga. Asante Sana for joining us. Hope Zawadi says, hey bankers, all the best, do us proud. Mutuma again, may the best team win. Indeed, may the best team win. All the best, GSU. Paul Mutai, there are predictions that AP Kenya will win this match. We are yet to see that. The score still standing at 20-16 in favor of KDF. Well, still here to keep you posted on the results of that particular match. We will let you know how it ends. We're back on court with the third set of the match between Equity and GSU. GSU leading with 2 sets, having just taken the first set 25, and the second set decisively 25-13. We wait to see how this third set pans out. They take this set, they take it home. Equity takes it, they still have a run for their money. Mary Mora, asante sana for tuning in from Morocco. We are proud of having you on board. Thank you for making Kenya proud. The match has served off. Matui earning GSU the first point of the third set. Nimrod Kamadi saying that AP can change the table. They have been known to do that. We wait and see. While the service from Misiko of GSU Kenya. Dan Tali of GSU trying to have a conversation with the libero, Andrew. Again, a fault in the reception of Equity, as them a very, very hard hit from Matui, earning GSU an early lead 2-0. As it stands, Misiko still at the service area. Well served, well received, well set. A very powerful attack from Equities. Abraham Kemboy, very excited by that attack. Seems to be another challenge at the referee's area. Both captains trying to explain something. Second referee trying to consult with the first referee, yet to understand the nature of the challenge. Both coaches also trying to understand what is happening. We wait to see the decision of the final decision of the referee. Service for Equity. Well received. Boniface, a simple dodge. There seems to be a net touch by Equities. Vitalis Wekesa in an attempt to stop that attack. Unfortunately, it does not happen. Service from GSU, Joshua Kimaru, who serves it off court, earning a point for Equity, making it 2-3, just a point behind. Well served. Ball is still, it's not in play. Very strong attack right there. They seem to have changed tact, resulting to use the touch out weapon to amass as many points as they can. Very powerful attack by Nicholas Mutai, who goes to serve Matui, I beg your pardon. Well, seems to have been off court in an attempt to again get the touch out. Matui still at the service area. Well served. An error in reception. The libero attempting to set that ball as it was too far for the setter Mugo to get to it. Fortunately, there's been a disruption there, giving a direct point to Equity as that ball flies off court. Very powerful attack right there by Abraham Lagat. Very fast attack. He's known to be very quick and tactical in his attack and block at the center area. While it's a service for Equity, still trailing at 3 against 5 of GSU. GSU looking to get this one set and call it a day, using his skill and experience to gain points. Service goes to Dominic Ruto. GSU broadening the lead by 3. And it's out. He serves it off court. He serves it off court and walks out, giving way for Andrew, the libero. Well received by Matui. Matthias sets it. Masik. Ways is saying, I wonder what's with the bankers today. We don't know. John Kahanya, Kagawa, no game this weekend for KFS. Ben Zioka is saying, punguze camera. Siko going to serve. Well served. It's a point. Very exciting. Matthias, the setter, very, very excited about that. Increasing the margins of the points, leading by 3 points ahead. They did that in the second set, and it assured them of an instant win by a decision. Bestas comes in of Alicia Siret. Well served, and he serves it off court. Or is it a case of GSU being too powerful for them? Well covered, Ruto. Bonifetri giving it away. Another defense that sends Matthias rolling on the floor, trying to salvage it. Unfortunately, he does not succeed in doing that. Another service by Equity. Scores margin reduced to 13-14. Well set. Bonifetri, well picked. Hits onto the hands of Andrew, who fails to pick it, making it 14-14. Equity making sure to breach that gap that GSU maintained for the better part of this particular game. Another powerful attack by Bonifetri, breaking the tie. 15-14. Matthias going to serve. Well served, well received. Mugo. Matthias defends it from his counterpart setter, Mugo. There is a net touch. Another point for GSU Kenya. 16-14. Good backcourt defense by Matthias right there, diving right in time to pick that dodge from Mugo. Another set that sends the ball right into Bonifetri's hands. He fails to block it, probably blocking it a bit too far from the net, giving room for that ball to still penetrate. into their side of the court. Scores stand at 15-16, GSU leading. Well defended again, another net touch. Quite disappointing considering how much the struggle to defend that ball from the backcourt was very disappointing. GSU still leading 17-15. Boniface serves, still in play, well defended by Matthias. Andrew sets it. Another attack, still in play. The ball is still in play. Powerful attack, still in play. Mugo sets it. Another net touch. A lot of errors in the net from both sides. Probably the excitement and desperation to get an instant point. Well, it's a service for Equity, well received by Matui. Matthias gives it to Bisiko at the center, well picked. Another attack. Bisiko ensures to pocket that point, maintaining the 2-point lead from the onset. Going to serve, very brilliant backcourt defense by Equity nonetheless. Ball staying in play for a bit longer, considering that this is a men's competition. The men's side are known to have powerful and quick attacks, higher jumps compared to the female counterparts. While the scores broaden to 19-16 with that powerful block by General Service Units, Ruto Dominic. A timeout by Equity Kenya, trying to get things in order with that 3-point lead. KDF 13, AP 10 in this 5-setter. KDF proving to ensure they stay in the lead. AP gets it 11-13. The first team to get to the 15-point mark will take the match. And we're back with GSU serving. Another attempt at saving it. Boniface Matui being the man of this match on the side of GSU, leading them from the front. Very powerful in his execution in attacks. And KDF step up to get to 14-11. Just a point to take the match. Again, very wonderful block by Ruto, making it 21-16. Again, GSU taking this set away. And ladies and gentlemen, the Kenya Defense Forces take the match 15-11 against AP Kenya. Quite a spirited fight by AP Kenya. Oh, and it hits Boniface right on the shoulder. Very brilliant attack by Equity Kenya. Equity Bank hoping to bridge that gap. 4 points ahead is quite a margin. Service from Eli Keegan. Well received. Well set. Very brilliant set by Matthias right there. Rolling on the ground to make sure that ball is set accurately into the hands of Dominic Ruto. And it's a point, 23-17 in favor of GSU. Having a field day today, not so much yesterday. Had a lot of errors in their backcourt defense and also their block defense that almost cost them a match against AP Kenya, the stubborn AP Kenya. The ball is still in play. Well picked by Andrew. Well set. Beautiful attack right there. Matui once again. He almost falls on the side of the Equity side of the court, showing how aggressive he was in his attack. Probably landing right behind Dominic Ruto. Joshua Kimaru at the service. There at the set point. He serves it on the net. Well, with the nature of the match and where exactly the points stand, that particular error would have proved vital and costly, but they can't afford that since they have a 6-point margin. Them looking for 1 point, that is an ace from Equity's service, gearing on to get to 19-24. GSU looking to get just a point and call it a match. Equity trying as much as they can to make a comeback. Well received by Matui. Well attacked. And it's done. It's done, ladies and gentlemen. General Service Unit wins this match with a clean sheet of 3 points. 3 sets to nil against Equity Bank. Equity Bank not having quite a good day today at the NYAYO National Stadium. Quite disappointing, considering this was not the results they had anticipated starting this match. It was a match that most of the fans anticipated would be full of a lot of energy and basically excitement. Well, not so much. They did not have a good day today. They've lost the match to General Service Unit, the defending champions of the Kenya Volleyball Federation National League on the men's side. And thank you so much, our lovely, lovely viewers, for tuning in from whatever part of the country you have tuned in. Thank you for keeping us company. Thank you for making time in this Sunday afternoon. We hope it has been as entertaining and enticing as it was anticipated, with the Kenya Defense Forces and the General Service Unit taking up the points. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. Thank you for the company you've given us from Friday all through to today. That was the last match of the day. We hope to see you again. Once again, thank you for being with us. It's been your presenter, Florence Mora Bosire. Thank you and have a lovely afternoon.